It's just a new room every time, really, isn't it? No consistency at all. So someone from the cohort above me actually requested for me to do this video. This is good news. This means that people are actually watching and taking an interest, and yay! Just call me a baby YouTuber. So she requested a video on conversations that we as student nurses and in the future nurses have with people that aren't nurses or student future nurses. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to relive some of the conversations that I've had, and I know that other people have had, with basically anyone that has no idea on what it's actually like to be a student nurse or a nurse. And you're going to get the pleasure of watching me relive these conversations. Everyone's a winner. I feel like I should dress up or something to do this. Disguise myself, sunglasses. Flo, stop banging into walls. Say hello. Pretty. She's got a mohawk. Okay, let's go. You drink, but like, you're a student nurse. Why are you drinking? Like, don't you know that it's bad for you and everything? Jeez. Yeah, okay, I am a student. I am a student nurse. I'm also a human. If I want to go out on a night out, I should be allowed to do that without people judging me for being a student nurse and having a drink or two. If I'm not bothering you, if I'm not aggressive or rowdy or being inappropriate, then leave me be. You know, I'm just having a drink with some friends. Plus, remember the student bit? Student nurse. We all seem to forget that bit. So I've got this, like, really big pain in my toe, and it's really bad. It's on my left toe, on my big toe, so it's like a bigger problem than if it was on my little toe, because that would be like a little problem. But it's my big toe and I'm kind of worried. I mean, just tell me, is it serious? I don't know. I'm happy to advise you on things that I do know about, and I'm happy to give you my experience and my opinion on things. However, I'm a student nurse, so I can't diagnose you there and then on every little element, contrary to popular belief. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I'm a baby in terms of nursing, and we haven't done toes yet. We do a lot on the heart in first year. If you're worried, go see your GP. It's my top tip of the day, that one. Always like to give you a top tip. I bet you look sexy in that nursing uniform. No, I don't. I look like a short, broad rectangle with glasses. If short, broad rectangles with glasses turn you on in any way, come at me, boys. But really, rectangle. You don't pay tuition fees, so why is getting rid of the bursary such a big deal? Selfish. Oh my god. Okay, so here is the short answer. This is literally the shortest answer I can think of. Do you want nurses in your future? If the answer is yes, then we need a bursary. Here is why. I agree that tuition fees are expensive, and I really appreciate that the majority of students out there have to pay them at the end of their degree. They have to pay back their loan. It's great that the NHS pay our tuition fees. We massively appreciate it. In order to get them paid, we have to then work for the NHS for the next couple of years. As a student, I'm working 32-hour weeks in the hospital, which equates to a full-time job. On top of that, I have OSCEs to prepare for, exams to revise for, coursework to be written up, practice portfolios to complete, and skills to be written up, and responsibilities in my private life. I have family commitments, I have friends, I have other things that I'd like to be doing as well as nursing. And although you could say to me, well, you don't have to do all those things, I could get really nursey and say, look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because those other things are on there too. But also, you can't be a well-rounded individual without them. On top of all that, I'm still a normal human being that has to pay bills, rent, food, and everything else that comes with that. I have a part-time job, and I work hard at that part-time job to keep myself afloat. Without the bursary, you are forcing people to work extra hours at their jobs. That takes away from their learning and therefore takes away from their nursing degree. Do you want nurses in your future that have had to really work hard at something completely different, not focus on their degree, and then come into a hospital environment to look after you? It's just logic. The bursary helps us, and at the end of the day, we're there to help you. And that, folks, is why the bursary is important. I don't mind if you guys question or even disagree with what I say. I just need you to hear that the bursary is an important part of our lives. And if you have any questions about it, or if you still don't quite understand why we need it, feel free to ask me. The idea that in the future students won't get this bursary, it really worries me for the future of nursing and for the future of the NHS in this country. I'm getting really deep, I'm gonna have to move on. So, are you just like the doctor's assistant? No. No, I'm not. I'm a nurse. I'm not an assistant. No. So how was your day? Oh, stop, I'm squeamish, no, oh god. I'm a student nurse and I can literally sit and eat chocolate mousse while talking about diarrhea. I feel like that was some kind of weird AA announcement, like, hey, my name's Olivia and I eat chocolate mousse and talk about diarrhea. Hashtag relatable! These aren't hashtags, these are jazz hands. I get it all wrong. Me and my housemates, who are all student nurses, not all of them actually, one of them isn't, and I feel really bad for her. But we can sit and we can talk about really gross things and not even think about it. And we don't really think about you guys because we just forget that normal people don't talk about gross things like that over the dinner table or just generally. Sorry in advance. Oh, I just don't know how you do it, you know. This is probably the one I hear the most. This is normally associated with the personal care elements of nursing. So we're talking washing and toileting and nutrition and all of that jazz that comes with being a nurse. Here's the thing, I can do it because I believe I can do it, and I want to do it, and I want to help people. I want to give people their dignity, and I want them to be able to feel clean and happy when they're in the hospital. I don't wake up thinking, I'm gonna wipe 20 bums today, or I might clean 5 people today. I just go in there and think, I'm gonna help you wash, because that's what we do. It's just part of our job. People who go into the hospital are ill and vulnerable. They need to be given care and attention and to be treated like human beings. And the real question is, how do you sit at a desk for 8 hours straight, urgently emailing people that you've never even met? I mean, to me, that is the real question. How do you not get bored of that? How do you do that? Anyway, I think we've covered some very interesting topics today. Sorry about my rant about bursaries halfway through. As always, feel free to get in touch. Clearly people are now, which is good. And as per usual, have a lovely day. Bye!